So anyways, those cinnamon rolls this morning, they're okay. They're not the greatest though.
Well, they're not Cinnabon.
That is true. They're not Cinnabon. They're not the local donut place around here. It's really... This is the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, episode 164. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the Block Party started.
We're really professional. We started that right on time.
That was perfect. It's like how DJs write, they continue talking, and then right as the actual lyrics of the song start, they disappear.
I think we're supposed to mute our mics, though, up until the point the show actually starts. Oh.
Wait. They heard us talking about cinnamon rolls?
They did.
Oh, no.
They've heard this every week when we talk.
Oh, no.
It's
our diets
kind of
have
funny.
Been exposed.
So, by the way, our intro music, of course, John Derry 270, Castlegate Studios on YouTube. Check them out.
And Spotify.
And Spotify now.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And we really appreciate him doing that for us. We didn't ask him to do it. He came to us, and would we be interested? Yeah, absolutely.
And now we have intro music.
I like
We're
it.
so fancy.
I know, we're getting all fancy.
We're all professional.
Yeehaw. All right, we had to ramble on a little bit because there's no comments this week that were appropriate for comments of the week. Let's put it that way.
They were just a discussion in the
They were
comments
just
of the
a
week channel.
discussion in our Discord.
Which is cool.
I don't
Discussions in
think
Discord is cool.
It's fine. We have other channels for that, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall it being something that we mentioned on the show, because it's fine if it's not Minecraft related, but it is something that we mentioned in a past show.
Recent past show, not
Recent, exactly.
Episode 3.
Right. Unless you specifically call it out or something, that's fine too, I suppose. But we really want the comments to be Minecraft related. We want to hear
a Minecraft podcast, I think.
We really want to hear about what you're doing in Minecraft. Basically, do the past week of Minecraft, only your version of it, right?
Instead of BS saying, "Oh, I didn't play Minecraft this week."
Exactly. I want to hear what you guys are doing.
We want to hear you guys saying you didn't play Minecraft this week.
What's your thoughts on Minecraft Live last week, right? What's your thoughts? We want to hear that kind of stuff. That is the perfect place for all those comments. So get those in every week. We need content, right? We're relying on you. It's your show, listeners. We're just the hosts. We're helping you out. Get your word out about Minecraft. With all that said, of course, you can do it. Email the Block Party MC. No, I'm sorry. I messed it up.
You messed up.
What is it, Little C?
Contact at theblockpartymc.com.
That is true.
And that's an email for all you people that know what an email is.
Or also at theblockpartymc.com, you can find
the contact.
You can do a contact form. That is one way.
Or Discord.
Or the Discord. That's my favorite way. If you're 13 or older, definitely join the Discord. Awesome stuff there. All right, get through all that stuff. But yes, no comments this week from the listeners, so it's our time to talk about Minecraft, Little C. What is it on your mind?
I walked 32,000 blocks on Jericho. Sorry, world size.
Yeah, I've noticed that. We actually were able to crash Jericho.
Yeah?
Now, we purposefully did it.
We turned up settings and stuff.
We did.
To extreme levels.
You and I went in. I was flying around. You were traveling. And we basically overloaded the RAM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good job.
What'd we have it set to? 64?
64 render distance.
Yeah, that's way too much for a server.
I don't know. I can run it on my computer.
Well, I could run it too, but okay. Too much for what our donations have been.
I have 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Right.
Our
I have
server does not.
64 in my laptop.
Cool.
I know.
And I have 2 terabytes of storage there. That's actually fast. Okay, we'll stop comparing PC parts.
Back to Minecraft, remember?
I wanted to do an old-fashioned adventure in Minecraft because I haven't done that, and I kind of forgot how fun exploring is. I did fly for 3,000 or so blocks.
Okay.
But just because...
It doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't. So then after that, the rest of the 32,000 blocks, I walked, boat, donkey, crawled...
Nice.
Swam.
Nice.
Just all the movements.
Love it.
And just walked.
Well, you should have placed rail down, then come back, put the minecart down, and then traveled in the minecart. That would have been efficient.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need offhand so you can just keep placing the rails while you're placing the other blocks, and
That would be nice.
that's not how offhand works. You can't have 2 block types in your offhand and then rotate back and forth a placing. Actually, you might be able to with rails, now that I think about it. Huh.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
I just collected things as I went. I got like 11 beehives
That's a lot of beehives.
over the span of 32,000 blocks.
Right. But that's a lot just randomly finding them and not like keep planting trees to get them.
And then I got some allays. I lost so many allays on the journey.
Yeah,
I
at
still
one
got back
point
to
I
my
looked
base.
over, you were playing, and I saw a whole bunch, an army of allays.
Yeah. They just don't
And then
keep up.
you were coming back and you had one.
Same with cats. I think I tamed like 2 cats and like 3 dogs on the adventure, and none of them made it back. They didn't die. They just didn't follow. And that's
weird.
just pathfinding in general in Minecraft kind of sucks with that, and they don't follow with the
So
lays.
what'll end up happening with the
Minecraft and
pets
stuff.
anyways, the cats and the dogs,
Yeah.
is you'll just be standing there. Somebody else will randomly travel to those chunks, load them up, and they'll teleport to you.
Yeah. And I think most of the time it happened when I'm either in a boat, which the allays kept up with fine. The pets did not, because going over like 4,000 block oceans in a boat. So that's annoying.
Right. Anyways, that's awesome though that you're exploring. That's something I think Mojang has really been working on in the past several big updates is adding to the adventure part of Minecraft.
Still haven't gone to a trial chamber.
And the exploration and all of that. What was that I saw you in earlier?
What?
I thought you were in a trial chamber when I went in there.
Not on Jericho and not actually experiencing it. I was just looking around.
Okay. I was going to say, I just saw one. I thought you were doing that.
No, that's just a creative world.
Oh, cheater. Creative players equals cheaters.
I was just looking at it.
No, I know. I agree. Which kind of brings up the next thing. You and I both have this on our list of things we want to talk about, and that's bundles.
I actually played with bundles and figured out why they're cool now.
They are awesome. I've been saying this since they first said it. They're super nice.
Yeah.
And nobody gets it. I'm hoping people are coming around if you're trying them out.
I don't think people are going to like them if they're on controller or phone. If you're on a device that's not keeping a mouse, I don't think people would like the bundles.
Really? Well, okay, so when I first got it, I didn't even realize that you could pick the item out of the bundle.
Yeah.
While it's in your... I thought you had to throw it on the ground, throw everything on the ground.
And you liked it.
And I still liked it.
Why?
Because
that would be
so
horrible.
nice early game. I started... Essentially, we have a mini server running on our mini computer. And I jumped in that fresh world, right? And I played around a little bit. And it just fills up inventory so quick. So then I played a little bit off of that. Just started a new world in the beta preview because bundles aren't in the actual game yet. And it's amazing the difference. It's night and day difference of how you start the world.
I did the same thing on the experimental starting worlds with bundles, and that's why I liked them, is when you're starting and when you're doing exploring, because I was kind of like speed running. I'm not a speed runner by any means.
No,
I'm not.
Me neither.
I don't know the strategies or anything like that, but I was just trying to beat the game. That was my only goal in starting the world. So I wasn't building stuff. I wasn't like keeping chests at a certain place as a base, because I didn't need a base if my goal is only to beat the game.
Right.
And so I did one, and I was doing it in hardcore because I wanted to see if I would experience a random death glitch on Bedrock Edition, because that's everyone's argument against hardcore on Bedrock Edition, which I think would happen in a more long-term world. Like, just, that does happen with like elytras. When you stop flying, you randomly die sometimes and stuff like that. But I really like the UI and stuff of how they have the hardcore in the menu.
Okay.
They make sure you know it's hardcore.
Yes.
Which I don't like, because I think it's funny if people...
Somebody just jumps in and then they build a whole giant thing and then they lose it.
It's kind of like
mean.
It's kind of like Doom levels. They're just like extreme nightmare hardcore or whatever is like the last option. And when I play a game, I usually like the harder one, so I'll just pick whatever at the bottom of the menus. I think it'd be funny in Minecraft if people play with hardcore, not realizing that it only means one life, like on Java, but there's like a pop-up. It's like, hey, you're about to start a hardcore world. Are you sure about that? You probably shouldn't start a hardcore world, because you're gonna die. And then on that speedrun, I did die in the nether. to an Enderman.
That's
But then I
sad.
started a second speed run,
Okay.
and I haven't died yet. I haven't beat the game yet because I stopped because I had real life stuff to do after. But I'm like an hour and 20 minutes in, and I'm at the end portal. I'm so mad about this. I got tons of Eyes of Ender and stuff in the nether, and then I found the end portal. I go down, I get to the end portal, which was hard enough to get through because the Eyes of Ender don't lead you to the right place half the time. I find the end portal. I'm sitting there. There's one Eye of Ender in it.
Oh.
I was assuming there'd be at least 3, is what I
Right.
was basing off of, which was
It's
pretty conservative on that.
common, yeah.
No, 1.
One.
So now I have to go back, and some of them, when I threw the Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold, they went down into the ground, but the items ever popped back up to the top, so I never re-got those either. So I have to go back into the nether, so I made another portal, and now I have to go back into the nether, find more Endermen, and find a nether fortress to get more Eyes of Ender.
Yeah, did you know when you throw them that way, they don't all stay?
Yeah, some break. I
are
got that.
Okay. But
That's
these were
why I had-
different than that.
No, they didn't break necessarily. They just went into the ground and the item got lost.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
So now I have to do that. And no, my time, I know, it's not good. An hour and 20 minutes and you haven't even gotten into the end yet.
Yeah, but you're just
I don't even
playing.
know.
You play for fun, too.
I don't even know how I'm going to beat the Ender Dragon. Like, I have full iron armor and some diamond tools because I found a really big cave.
Okay.
Early Minecraft's too easy. What's y'all's problem? Like, I have diamond tools and stuff, and I'm an hour into the world.
Okay. Rewind a little bit. You've been playing for a long time, Little C. 10 years now.
No, that's not the reason. It's all in the bundles. It's all the bundles that
It's
I'm
all
using.
because of the bundles.
Which, for speedrunning, is super nice. Because I just can't leave items. I have to. If I see diamonds, I have to mine them.
Yeah.
I've played Minecraft for too long. I can't.
Yeah, you gotta grab them.
Unless I'm using them on Jericho. I use them in my base as decoration.
Right.
And every time someone comes over to my base, I have to tell them, don't mine those. They're not mine diamonds. Those are my decoration.
Yeah, that is true. That is funny how because we have players in all skill levels, right? Some
just
are
even on this
very
podcast
new,
talking right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, different skill levels for sure. But even experience, just time with Minecraft. Some people are fairly new at it that might come into Jericho. You might be showing your base or something. They don't know. They just see diamonds. They're super excited.
I mean, to be honest, I would do the same thing
Yeah,
even now.
exactly.
So I'd be like, oh, look, diamonds.
Yeah, that's something. Just today, I realized that the server is not running our scheduled tasks.
That had to have been today. I didn't notice it at all this week.
Okay.
But then again, I don't read chat unless I see a person.
Yeah.
Usually.
But still, you would have seen because it
Yeah.
kept spamming the same pun over and over and over.
And HolyBookworm's puns, you can find them on the new corner.
The restart, by the way, was at the wrong time.
Huh. I don't think I noticed any of this.
And I don't know if the restart warnings were running correct. We've had this in the past before, so I kind of wonder. I don't know what would have caused it. There wasn't an update today. There was earlier this week. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I played a lot of Jericho. Oh, yeah. I should talk about that. I decorated my base more. I'm actually working on my base.
Nice.
And now I'm working on the underground.
What kind of decoration are you doing? Like what style or what are you doing?
Small details in like a little bedroom, you could say. It's just the room where my bed is. And I have a sign that says, "Stupid doofus sleeps here." And to justify that sign, I'll tell you all, I had to Google how to spell doofus.
You are a doofus.
I had it right, though. I did have it right. I just wanted to check.
But you,
I just wanted to check. Because that's
I'll
a word.
give you that.
That's a verbal word. That's not a word you type out.
I cannot tell you because I communicate at work a lot with people. How many times I Google something to make sure that I'm spelling it correctly, even though I'm fairly good at spelling.
When I'm talking to people or like messaging with people that are like important or like real life contacts,
yes,
I will type my message out. I'll copy it into Word so I can run it through Grammarly, and then I'll send it back. And I realized Discord has spell check. It takes a while for it to load.
Yes.
But it wasn't working for me for the past year. So I've just had this system of putting it into Word. I realized I had the toggle off.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
did you turn it on?
I have it turned on.
You got to turn it on.
There's that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, decorations, I like small and like very tiny details that only I know. Like there's a deep slate coal ore in the little deep slate offset of the top of the room.
Okay.
And there's a deep slate coal ore. There's also like other ores there, but you can't really see the deep slate one because
Right.
it's dark because it's coal.
Yep.
But that's I think that's rare too.
Hmm.
I only had 2 of them, so.
So I love when I build something,
Mm-hmm.
it's underground, whatever. I'll still decorate it, even though you'll never see it again. Nobody will see it, including me.
Mm.
And I'll still put, let's say, stone brick
Yeah.
in, just so I know that it's a
Sometimes I do
built
that.
item.
Sometimes I do that on Jericho, so that way if someone's mining,
Yep.
they mine into it. But now I can't use tough bricks for that because that's what trial chambers use. Stone bricks could be a stronghold.
Right.
So I try to pick something. I think concrete's a safe one, like
Just do like some
random colored,
green,
like
concrete.
glazed
But
terra.
even that, you might have that in, what are those called where you dig down?
Yeah, it wouldn't be concrete, but yeah, in the what are those called?
I know.
Trail ruins.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't even experienced any.
So the way I find it funny. If you look at my base, it's really just a really big room dug out, and then I built there. It's basically like I'm building in the overworld, only
Right.
there's no outside.
I love that.
You're looking, it's so silly to look, especially in this new detail, because the way I do my bookshelves are like, I'll have the books, and then I might have an indented bookshelf with the flower pot or something. So then there's 2 more bookshelves in what could have just been the one to like fill it in. And then you look at it from the outside, and there's just random blocks, it looks like. But if you look at it from the inside, it looks good. And also, I have a button, and I want you to come over to my base sometime and press it. A certain button. Because you always complain when I use buttons to decorate, and I use it.
And they don't
I
do
use
anything.
it as a little indent on chiseled stone brick. I put it there so it's like the middle's detailed.
Yep. Gotcha.
And you always complain when I do anything like that with buttons. So press it all the buttons you want, BS, and you might find a little surprise.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
And no, it won't send a ward in your face.
Okay.
Although that would have been funny.
Well, yeah, you do have to be careful because you have to assume,
No.
even if it's just decoration, if you put a button down anywhere, somebody's gonna push it.
I'm totally pressing everybody.
Absolutely. So
That's
when I go
why-
to people's bases, I'm pushing buttons.
That's the reason it's not a warden, is because I know, even though I would know that's a button that would kill me, I'm still gonna press it.
You're still gonna press it. It's a button. You have to.
It's a button.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Listeners, let me know. Do you guys press every button you see? If you're stuck in a room, a Minecraft room, and there is just a button in the middle of it, and everybody tells you, don't press the button or you'll die.
You're pressing it.
I'm pressing it every time.
Pressing it. Absolutely.
100 out of 100 times.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. I actually had somebody at church. I don't have this in the show notes, little C, but
Dude's over here at church, just like, hey, you want to play Minecraft?
no,
I know.
a kid came up. He's, 13 now, so he qualifies as long as he has a referral, which obviously would be you or I. And it's interesting. He is just now watching some of my live streams that I did on Jericho.
Oof,
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
been a while, right?
Yeah, we should do more.
I should do more live
should do more.
streams. I like doing that. We have a channel.
Hey,
I don't know why I stopped. I guess life kind of got in the way. But
me, trial chamber on Jericho. That's a good
possibly.
live. I don't know.
That could be fun.
I've heard the trial chambers are super hard.
That's fine. I'm past the point. If I die, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Because you've died enough to drown.
No, it's been a while. That was early on. I have not actually died in a long time.
Yeah, but think about it.
Granted, I haven't played a whole lot.
This is what's that's what's important.
That is why.
Don't be.
That's why I keep track of hours played in the world, by the way. That is one of our add-ons, by the way. You can find that on our website.
Yeah, you look at Little C, you're like, oh, he's got 12 deaths. He must suck at this game.
Right, but it's all a ratio.
My playtime is like 300 hours. I don't have a life.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a life.
Okay, take that out of context.
You're still not the top in Jericho, are you?
Oh, not even. I'm like top. I don't even know if I'm top 5. I think I am, but I'm not sure.
It's crazy to me.
A lot of it's AFK for most people.
Well, yeah, and that's something we
If you-
keep track of too.
if you
Is you got to
sep-
subtract
If
the
you
AFK time.
subtract the AFK time, I don't know if I'd be, because I also have a lot of AFK time,
Right.
especially as of recent with my
Yeah.
sheep farm and gold farm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How's the sheep farm coming along?
I have every color I need to recreate the Dark Side of the Moon album cover by Pink Floyd.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm going to do that in the end, since it's all a black background. Why I didn't do that for my other one, I don't know. But yeah, the end, the void. It's a black background. You want a fully black map? Go to the end void. Now, granted, I'm going to have to build a giant bridge to get out there.
How do you keep... I guess the map has nothing to do with the entities.
Entities? What entities?
In the end?
Yeah. The void?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't you still have Enderman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, it doesn't, right?
Yeah,
For those.
it's a map.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was asking. That's what I was getting at.
And
Just
I
make
want
sure it
to
didn't.
do a Jericho Season 5 logo map art. Since, that'd be awesome. You
It
could
would
buy
be
it and then
awesome.
everyone can have a little Jericho
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
I want to do it in the end because black background is nice, but I want it to be a white background, so I think I'm going to find a snowy biome, flatten out the map, and just use the snow.
Yeah, that works.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay, the only other thing I kind of want to talk about, there was an announcement from somebody kind of important in the Minecraft, really important in the Minecraft
Especially if you're
world. here.
not new to Minecraft in the past year.
Right.
If you've watched any Minecraft lives
For us, she's
besides
been
this
around
year.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Longer than us.
Yeah.
Been playing, and that's Lydia Winters. So
I know her from the hosting of Minecraft Live and Minecons and
yeah,
especially Minecons.
she's awesome.
She was
She's
huge.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Actually,
She was really big in Minecon when it was
yeah,
a
she
real
was
event.
so great at speaking
Mhm.
and doing the shows, and really awesome. I loved her the whole time. Right on there. Now, here's what I pulled. This is just the quote from her. I think she put it on X.
I think it was also.
I'm sure she put it in.
I
other
saw
places,
a Reddit
but-
post of this on
Mhm.
r/Minecraft, and she was responding to comments.
Okay,
actively.
so said, after 13 incredible years, it's my last day at Mojang. Minecraft has truly changed my life. Moving to Sweden, speaking on world stages, and using the game to build a better world. Thank you, Lydia. That's
Yes.
all I got to say is thank you for everything you've done. I don't know what her plans are. I don't know what she's doing. I didn't hear any of it. But I wanted to make sure we gave a shout out.
Yeah.
And by the way, if she happens to listen or somebody wants to comment
hey,
and
Mojang
you want to be a
employees.
guest, reach out to us.
Mojang
we can definitely get
employees.
you on. So
Yeah, all the Mojang employees that are listening.
but especially Lydia, I'd
Which
love
is
to
none
talk
of
to
them.
her. Just like, how did she come to this decision?
Mhm.
And things like that. I'd love to get into that. That'd be an awesome interview, actually.
Well, keep your hopes and dreams.
I
That'll
know,
never
I will.
happen over there.
Well,
BS.
hey, we can just reach out to her, I guess. You can be our person that reaches out.
I don't have that long arms.
Manager.
I can't reach to Sweden.
I like that. All right. I think that covers what I want to talk about in Minecraft. As far as real life this past week, I did another work lunch, got bought for me.
Ooh, fancy.
So ate way too much that time. It made it really hard to come back from lunch and sit there in my office.
Ooh, oh, yeah, okay, BS. We don't care. I don't want to hear about how good you get to free lunch at work.
It was a
Ooh.
buffet. They had a little bit of everything. Really good.
That can be good for your guys' work ethic.
No, it really didn't help productivity for the rest of the day. I did the brakes on Chevy HHR last night.
You broke it?
No, I didn't break it.
Oh.
I fixed it.
Oh.
I put new brake pads
Oh,
and
those
brake
kind of brakes.
rotors on the front of it.
Yeah, and
I got fancy ones.
and I kind of helped you.
You did
Not
help
really
me.
help,
Yeah.
but
No,
I was
but
there.
You were there.
I grabbed
You're
stuff
there
for you.
for moral support.
I was yay.
Yay!
And you
Good
made me-
job.
You made me be the first one that drove it after you
I
put
did.
new brakes
I made
on
you
it.
drive it.
Just so that way when the brakes didn't work,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
my
exactly.
fault.
That's me being smart.
but the brakes worked.
They did work.
We're still here.
Exactly.
We didn't.
I'm still fixing and mostly breaking computers at work.
And getting
So,
paid.
I'm getting paid
So that's
for it.
good.
So yeah, that works. That pretty much sums up my week real life. It pretty much I get up about 6 in the morning now.
What?
Yep.
What's that?
And then I, get ready, go to work. I get back usually about 6 at night, and then I'm exhausted by 10 at night.
Hey, Red Bull, because you guys are obviously listening. You need to sponsor us so BS can be awake.
Actually, I'd prefer
Oh,
Bang
okay.
energy drinks.
You don't want Monster, Red
I don't
Bull,
want
or...
Monster or Red Bull.
Yeah,
Bang energy drinks.
think
Reach
about
out.
Think about
Your
it.
marketing
If we get
department, reach out
sponsored-
to me.
If we get sponsored by Red Bull, we can say we're Red Bull athletes. Totally.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
An athlete. Let's see what you've been up to in real life. Anything fun?
Real life. Back to video games.
Of course.
I got back into Truck Sim a little bit.
Nice.
The main reason I don't play Truck Sim or NASCAR or any racing game is because I'm too lazy to get my wheel out. Because I have to get my wheel out.
Okay.
I don't have...
We talked about this. You playing Truck Sim with a controller.
I can't do it. I can. I physically am capable of doing it. I don't enjoy it as much, and I'm not as good at it.
But I realized what it is. Because growing up, I played race games and driving games all my whole life. And I always used controller. Occasionally, I'd have a wheel, but they weren't great back then.
Yeah.
But I always used what I call third-person view, right? Hovering behind and above the car.
Yeah.
In Truck Sim, it's much more enjoyable if you're in the cab, right?
One,
and looking out.
You can just see gauges and stuff inside, which are nice to see.
Yep. And it's more of a simulation.
It's more immersive.
And we realized that's why. Because other games that you play in that third version if you play with controller.
Any simulation game or realistic driving game, I like to play in first person and with a wheel. Because it makes it more immersive. Like NASCAR Heat 5. Yes, I know the physics aren't perfect, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's close enough to feeling like a real experience. So I want to be in the car with a wheel. Now, like arcade racing games, Burnout 3 for PlayStation 2, great game. One of the best.
It is a good game.
I play that. That's a third-person game, and it's very arcade. The mechanics and everything. You can bump into cars and there's no damage, but you can send cars flying. You know, it's not realistic. Need for Speeds. I play those in third person. Not realistic.
Now, I will tell you, here's something too. When you back into a dock on Truck Sim,
I do it in third person. I'm not good enough. Because I have to, I'm learning still how to back in.
When I first played Truck Sim, the first time I was actually playing with you and another friend, and I played third person the first time I played it.
But you play on controller.
And I do play on controller. Yeah. But I'm good with the controller now. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to have a real wheel.
Yeah.
But the wheel you have, I wouldn't like it because it's not realistic enough anyways. I just assume sit back and use my controller.
Yeah. I'd say my wheel is more of a extended controller is what I call it. It's not a simulation wheel. It doesn't have force feedback or anything.
Right.
But it's better than a controller.
It's kind of like the Nintendo Wii and playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I don't like it as much. I don't like turning the controller to steer it. I'd rather just use the controller buttons. But that's just opinion. And I've always been a console gamer growing up. So I'm so used to controllers. That's just how I like video games. Now you are mouse and keyboard playing on Minecraft, right?
Okay, so my opinions have changed as of recent.
Okay.
With controllers, I still mostly, if I'm doing something in Minecraft, like what I've been doing, like building or like quote unquote speedrunning, I want to use keyboard and mouse because I need precision.
Okay.
And so that's why I use it. I can be faster.
Okay. Yeah.
When I was walking 32,000 blocks, I was using a controller.
Wow.
Any third-person-y game, so like Horizon Zero Dawn and Hogwarts Legacy, 2 games that I've been playing, like real video games.
Right.
Our third person, I've been using controller for. Any arcade racing games, I use a controller for. I really only use keyboard and mouse for first-person games that I need to be accurate with. So like Halo Infinite. And sometimes in Minecraft. And I still like keyboard and mouse. And obviously I use it for games like City Skylines and Civilization.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to use a controller ever. Right. So I definitely am not against controllers much now that I've played more than Minecraft. So that's cool. I still like keyboard and mouse. I'm still an advocate for keyboard and mouse is good.
I think it's because you've been playing that way for a long time.
Maybe. I mean, I've played with controller for a long time too.
Yeah, that is true.
I've played with both, and now I kind of I do both a lot. I have both a PlayStation 4 controller and a Xbox, whatever they're called, controller on my desk.
New
Yeah.
generation. Yeah.
And I use them wired just because Windows 11 Bluetooth controller stuff sucks. Why? BS, can you explain why that is?
I don't know why. I use my PlayStation controller, but I have to use another software
Yeah.
to make it work, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, when I use the other software, it's fine with a PlayStation controller.
Yep.
With an Xbox controller on a
Come on,
Microsoft. Now, I think if you
This is why PlayStation better.
you get the wireless dongle, the USB dongle,
Okay.
I know Microsoft makes one and 8BitDo makes one that accepts all kinds of controllers.
They make cheap ones for $10.
Yeah, I'd get an 8BitDo one that's like,
Okay.
because I can use other controllers for it.
Yep.
And that I hear makes it way better. But right now I've just been using it. It's USB-C, so I just use it wired.
Yeah, that works. I don't get how Windows cannot just use any Bluetooth controller and just work. My Android,
I think it's hard.
right? My phone,
Yeah.
I can hook either controller,
It's hard because
Xbox
there's
or
so many
PlayStation, and it works
different-
perfectly.
There's so many different factors. There's the motherboard's Bluetooth and like the wireless chip. There's stuff with that, and every computer's
should
different.
be
They
an
can't
easy
make one thing to work for
They
everything.
just don't want it to work.
Well,
They just want you to buy their products instead of doing what's right for the consumer.
Well, I mean, I kind of have Bluetooth issues a little bit with a PlayStation controller too. Which could just be my motherboard's not
right.
the best Bluetooth.
Could be the chip. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the best Bluetooth motherboard out there or anything. So there's too many factors to just say it's good or bad.
Interesting discussion, though.
But my experience with it, especially on Minecraft, that's probably the one I notice it the most. And maybe it's because I've played so much Minecraft that I notice lag because my brain is just thinking in Minecraft.
Right.
So when I have controller lag, I notice it more with Minecraft.
Is it too because you're so used to playing on keyboard and mouse?
No,
that you just
it's not that.
It's not
It's-
that. Okay.
I hit a button and it doesn't react for like half a second.
I guess that's weird.
I have noticed it in Hogwarts Legacy as well because I need it to work because I'm dodging attacks and stuff.
Right.
So
I have noticed a little bit of that.
Mhm.
Let's just say I've been playing older games on my PC, and I've noticed a few things, and I don't know. It could be the way I'm playing it. It could be the controller.
Yeah.
There's so many factors that play into that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Minecraft stuff.
Minecraft. The past week of Minecraft. All info from, where did the info come from? BS's head? No, that's not it. A random YouTube video from 2013? That's not it. Oh wait, it came from Minecraft.net.
It did, and it was summarized on their Discord, essentially. I am going to put that caveat out there.
Yeah, we're not reading the whole changelogs.
Exactly. All right. They started early this week on Monday, September 30th, 2024.
Wow, they got in the office and they're motivated.
They were ready to go. Minecraft Bedrock hotfix 1.21.31.
So this is a real update, right? This is on current Minecraft
current
version.
Bedrock. I had to update the servers, all that. Yep. Fixes here. Fix several crashes that could occur during gameplay. I think they just put that in now every week.
This is just the new version of removed Herobrine.
Exactly.
OG Minecrafters know what that reference.
They
I miss those
did
days.
fix a crash that could occur when trading with villagers using only the second slot. There again, another weird one.
How does this happen?
I think we saw that in one of the beta previews too. An issue where some commands did not recognize certain block or item names has been fixed, except for it's still not working. But anyways, fixed an issue with transparent objects showing incorrect or missing textures on certain devices. Armor stands will now stay on the ground and not enter one block lower each dimension change.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Because I've been having armor stand issues on Jericho. Because I love armor stands.
I wonder too, because this is the problem. We're still running the add-on with the mob heads.
Which is so nice.
It's not Foxy's,
Everyone loves
it's
it.
somebody else's. It's a great add-on. I absolutely love it, but I get so irritated because it doesn't keep up with the actual changes on
Well,
updates.
I mean, it's kind of impossible if you're a part-time, you do this as a hobby.
No, it's no fault of
Yeah.
theirs, right? I'm not saying that, but that is the
It's-
problem is you can't necessarily keep both things up all the time unless you're coding it yourself. That's why before I really hesitated on anything
Yeah.
other than what we do
I wish
ourselves.
the mob heads were perfect
Yeah.
because they're so good. They're so fun.
They
I
are
wish,
awesome.
I don't know why this is, but there's something about the way Bedrock's made that we can't have the best mob head kind of thing. We can't have it where it's
I
this,
still think there's a possibility
can't
and
have it
somebody
as
hasn't thought through
the
on
same
how to
way
get it
as like a
working.
skeleton skull. We can't make more of those. At least no one's
Here's
found
my
it.
problem. I would love, and it is on my project list, but probably honestly never happening. It takes so much time to make these things happen.
Mhm.
And I really want to just recode something and make it work correctly.
We need,
and that's the problem, even with the one we're using,
yeah,
is we modify it so it'll work with our other add-ons, and I have to do that every time they actually do update it. But
need-
I've noticed a lot more creators are just going directly to Marketplace
Yeah.
and not updating their.
which as a creator makes sense.
It does. I get
But
it,
also I don't like it. And
but I can't get it on the server.
we just need Exhumer
So-
Void to make vanilla tweaks mob heads for Bedrock.
Yes,
Figure that out.
right.
Because those are perfect.
Right.
They're amazing.
Which
But it's Java. And
Actually-
Java allows manipulation of already in-game items and recreating of it a bit easier. From what I
Yeah.
have found.
that is true. All right, we'll keep moving here. Minecraft Snapshot 24W40A came out Thursday, October 3rd, 2024.
Well, that was quick for what the features are about to be.
Experimental features added the winter drop experiments toggle.
Christmas update. Basically.
Yes. Added pale garden biome, pale oak tree, pale moss block, pale moss carpet, pale hanging moss, and pale oak wood set.
Are you excited to go gardening in a very pale way?
Yes. And if you don't know what we're talking about,
Minecraft Live.
Minecraft Live, you can actually listen to our last episode.
Mhm.
And we talked about it right after we did that show, right after we watched it.
Man, I fit into this biome so well because I'm very pale.
You are pale. A biome variation of dark forest. That's what the pale.
Yeah, come on,
Garden is.
Minecraft community. Stop complaining. It looks like a dark oakery texture.
It's supposed
Because
to be.
it is.
It is. Animal mobs do not spawn naturally in pale gardens.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I actually didn't know that.
But also, that could be helpful.
Because there was a cow when they showed it in the video.
It could. Think cows travel. Have you met a cow? They move along.
Good one, Little C. Good one.
And these are, from what I've seen of
Mhm.
screenshots of people playing the snapshot.
Yeah.
They're smaller biomes, most part, next to a dark oak forest or another forest type, where mobs spawn a lot, animal mobs, so they wander in.
Makes sense.
And there's not a way to really fight that.
Pale oaks generate here. Pale oak leaves drop pale oak saplings that can be planted in a 2x2 configuration to grow pale oak trees.
I'm really excited about this because when they showed what the sapling looks like,
Yes.
the sapling looks so cool.
Okay.
I just want the
I
sapling.
don't know if I paid that much attention to it.
So we can just place the sapling without having to worry about a tree growing.
That is true. Because
So-
it's just one.
Yeah. I like that.
Pale oak. I already said that one. New biome specific ambient sounds.
Ooh, ambience.
Ambience. Feedback needed. Yep. They want their feedback. There's a link there. Added creaking mob, creaking spawn egg, and creaking heart block.
The mob definitely needs some tweaks.
You think so? Right now it says a mob that spawns at night in the pale garden biome if there is a creaking heart block that has been generated in a pale oak tree. Creaking is not affected by light levels, but spawns and despawns based on day-night cycle.
That's annoying to me. I can't keep one in my base if it despawns at night.
That is true.
I'm disappointed.
But it'll come out every night.
Yeah.
An activated creaking will not move if a player is looking at it. Creaking is invulnerable to damage. Player wearing a carved pumpkin on their head can look at creaking without it freezing in place.
So this is why they changed the pumpkin or carved pumpkin thing, I think, last week, where they don't show on maps if you're wearing one.
Yes.
So I think that's related to this.
Yes. Yeah, makes sense. When creaking heart block is destroyed, the connected creaking is removed. And of course, they want feedback on all this so they can tweak it before it actually gets out there. So make sure if you have a problem or something, let them know.
I don't think a lot of newer players would agree with this, but I think the creaking should do more damage. It does not do enough damage.
Here's a discussion. I forget where I saw it, but we have a creeper. Why don't we have a creaker?
No.
It'd be too similar. You wouldn't know what you're talking about. I just thought it was a funny conversation.
Do you think modern Minecraft would have added the creeper? If it wasn't in the game, they wouldn't add a mob like that today.
No, something that good just comes by chance.
Yeah. Well, I think
That's
they wouldn't
usually
add
the
it
best thing.
because it blows up and destroys builds.
Right.
Which is an iconic part of Minecraft now.
Yep.
But I don't think they would have added it if it wasn't.
Do you think they'll ever take it out?
No.
Okay.
They won't. They couldn't.
But that is a toggle, right?
Minecraft.
So
if it destroys, it'll not destroy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of solved that still. So if you really don't want it, I personally like the risk involved, which gives it more fun to me.
Until you're playing on Jericho and there's 4 creepers following you while you're trying to buy some wool at shopping district.
There is that. Yeah, shops is a different.
We need to safe and spawn.
I wonder.
Come on, Jericho members.
I wonder if I could do that though.
No.
Make it so they
should
only
explode.
don't blow up in spawn area.
No, they should.
Yeah.
I used them.
Okay. All right. Changes here in this. Bundle coloring recipes are now unlocked by dye rather than uncolored bundle item.
That's nice. So you're not spammed with, you can craft this 16 times.
Right. Added an accessibility option to make targeted blocks outlines more visible. That's kind of nice. The game mode for the last active world on a realm will now be visible on the main realm screen if applicable. The data pack version is now 56. Resource pack version is now 40. Added new particles, block, crumble, and trail. You cannot ride leash knots, lightning bolts, and fishing bobbers anymore with ride command.
Oh, that's disappointing, man. I wanted to ride the lightning.
What? This is getting into technical stuff, really. Added the rotate command for rotating enemies. Several things there. Bugs fixed in this. Teleporting passengers does not dismount them.
Ooh, that's good. Did they ever add some of the minecart changes to Bedrock preview stuff? The minecarts going through portals. I forget.
Oh, yeah. They
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
They made it so you can do that now.
I know they did for Java. I didn't know if they did it for Bedrock.
I think so. I honestly, now that you say that, I question it. But you can go back, listen to all our episodes, and I'm sure it was in the changelog somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where. Underline.
Because he doesn't know.
Because I have no idea. Underlines in chat and /title command intersect each other, causing an ugly effect when fading. Bundles can remain in the open state when using hotkeys to move them into different slots. Lava cauldrons deal less damage to boats and minecarts than before. And of course, there's more. I'll have the link to all the changelogs in our description of the podcast. And if you're really interested, you go read the full changelogs. All right. Last but not least is Minecraft Bedrock Beta /preview 1.21.40.25. It's kind of, I looked at this and I'm like, oh, that's disappointing. They have the snapshot. They have all the new features in Java.
Yeah, they talked about this. They haven't got it into Bedrock yet.
Not yet.
There's still more work to do, I think.
Yep. But they do have some changes and fixes here. Fixed an issue where certain Android devices would render transparent items solid black. Remove support for the allow invulnerable field from the Minecraft looked at component. This field never had any functionality, so this change won't affect pre-existing or future content in any way. the field will just be ignored for any content with format version lower than 1.21.40, and content will be emitting for any content with a format version equal to or higher than 1.21.40 that still uses this field. So it's something they had in, didn't do anything, and they're taking it out because they're not going to use it. All right, that sums it up. I don't know if I said when that came out, but that also came out Thursday, October 3rd.
And now it's time for the next segment. And from the blockpartymc.com's contact form,
They did use the contact
it is
form.
time for
Listener questions.
There's 2 of them.
There are 2.
Whoa.
It's amazing. Thank you very much for those. And
this is too much questioning. I feel like it's an interrogation.
I do like these came in earlier. These actually came in before last week's show, but last week's was special, so we carried them over to this week.
This is from
Deflective Gamer 78.
What is your favorite song and or favorite artist? Please tell me you have heard All Good Things, Blacklight District, or Dan Bull. If not, please listen to them.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you.
Man,
I think this isn't.
This is 2 questions right here. They're being sneaky.
Yeah, a little bit. This is a new name. I haven't seen this on the Block Party yet. I don't think so.
To the party
welcome
block.
in. Yes, exactly. Thanks for using the contact form. Glad you found it. Glad you're a listener. And I do want to say, he said, if not, please listen to them. I don't just do things with commands like that. I'm just not that guy.
Gosh.
But anyways, I honestly don't know if I have a favorite or not. I like classic rock, country, and some things like Green Day, whatever that's considered. I don't know.
Pop punk kind of music.
Okay, we'll go with that. I like a variety. I really don't know if I have a favorite.
Yeah, it's hard.
I like
a hard
lot
question.
of stuff. Yeah. I have not heard of the ones you mentioned, and no, I didn't go listen to them. I was going to when this first came in, because yeah, these came in a while ago, but then we decided not to do them on the show last week. And music is such a subjective thing.
Mm-hmm.
It probably shouldn't be something we judge people on. Right?
Well, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, I know plenty of really amazing and absolutely awesome people, but personally, their music is horrible.
I mean, you're not a big fan of listening to the Home Depot theme on repeat for 12 hours?
No, definitely not.
Man, that's sad.
Yeah, so it's such a subjective thing.
Yes,
it doesn't really matter.
Music's subjective. Like what you and don't care what other people think about it.
I hesitate to say it, but there's things like most hip hop or rap today I just don't care for at all. But that's me personally, right? And I know plenty of really awesome people that love that stuff. I don't think it sounds like music, but they like it. So, yeah. Little C, what do you have to say about this one?
My favorite music is always changing. I listen to way too much music. If I'm doing something, I'm probably listening to music.
Yeah, you're always...
I'd say Green Day's probably one of my favorite bands, but it's changing. I don't really have a set favorite band. I'd say right now I've really been enjoying some songs from Avenged Sevenfold, which is a metal band, and I've been enjoying metal music recently, but I like classic rock, just rock in general, from like old metal like Black Sabbath and stuff to even Blink-182. I have a wide variety of rock. I listen to big name artists, smaller ones. I just like rock music and metal music in general. I'd say recently it's been on the side of metal. The song Seize the Day by Avenged Sevenfold, if I had to pick a favorite, that's probably it right now. But that'll change next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So I haven't heard any of the artists you've mentioned of. I did listen to them. They're just not really the style I like in music. So, but it's music. Like what you like.
Yep, absolutely. I think if you asked me this in my early days, it would have been such a variety then too.
Yes.
I can narrow it down to probably 3 or 4. So like AC/DC, Bob Seger, Garth Brooks, and Green Day.
That is a good variety.
Exactly.
I like it.
You know, and those probably were my favorites back in the day. And I still enjoy every single one of those.
I have my main playlist on Spotify is like 1,200 songs.
Yeah.
And it's all like rock and metal music,
Okay.
but it's such a wide variety. You'll go from a like super chill but still considered classic rock song to a super heavy like metal raw song, back and forth. It's very variety.
And here recently, I've been listening to the Christian radio station locally, and there's some awesome music there too. So
I just
like it all.
Here's a controversial take. I just like music.
Yeah.
And there's music I don't like, but even the music I don't like, it's still music. Some people enjoy that, so good for them.
Absolutely. All right. Another one from the contact form on our website. You find that at theblockpartymc.com. This one came from Noel Dude. This is another new name, so welcome in. Thank you for the question here. How do you join Jericho SMP mid-season? And he also says, or she, I don't know, says, keep up the good work.
What good work are they referring to?
Yeah, I
haven't found it.
Well, it could be that we've been doing this podcast for over 3 years now.
I don't think quantity equals quality.
I think we've gotten better, right? We'll say that.
So how do you join Jericho? You just hit the join server button. What do you mean? I don't have an issue with this. No, in all reality, you can apply as long as you meet all of the requirements, which I think B also go into in his answer on our Discord server. Although we don't accept everyone, especially now with our more long-term season, and we already have
true. We are limiting now.
We are a pretty big server, and we have a lot of players that have been here since season 2.
Like somewhere between, I think we're around 50 actives right
And while
now,
not everyone's actively playing every day or anything, we still have a lot of members, and we don't want that number to get too big, especially with this very long-term world.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm not saying you can't join Jericho.
You still can. Absolutely.
You still can. We still accept people. I'm just saying it's a bit harder now than it would have been a few seasons ago.
That is true. All right. Talk about some of the requirements. You must be 13 or older.
Okay, I got that one down. I'm good.
If you're under 20,
oh dang it, I'm under 20.
You really need to know somebody personally that's on the server already and need a referral from them.
It would be really nice if I could get a referral for Jericho. Hey, BS.
No.
Oh,
I would not accept you today.
Dang.
Anyways,
Okay.
Yes, I would. Otherwise, if there's other requirements, but you can check them out. You got to be family friendly. There's a set of rules you have to abide by. You have to accept that we might use some of your content, your builds and things like that, right? On our website or talk about it and that kind of stuff.
We'll talk about your builds.
But you can find all that info, theblockpartymc.com. There is a Jericho SMP tab right there. And then you join that Discord, right? That's separate from the block party. And you join that Discord, then you'll have an option then to fill out an application if you'd like, and go from there.
Talking about using people's like stuff they build.
Yeah.
Jericho members, you guys should look at the TVP thumbnails. A lot of them are screenshots of stuff on this season of Jericho.
Absolutely.
Just spawn and stuff.
Yeah.
It's mainly just because I'm too lazy to get screenshots and I have screenshots already. So yeah.
Absolutely. Another thing I do want to say, and this kind of fits into how do you join? Well, if you're on mobile or on a PC, right, you just add it to your server list. Once you get accepted, we'll give you an IP address and a port number, all that. And you have to be put on the allow list, of course. Now, if you're a console player, it's a little more difficult, right? I'm still not sure how Nintendo Switch players join servers, but some of them can. So if you know how to do that, great. As far as Xbox and PlayStation, there are ways that people have figured out how to join private servers, and we'll help you out with that if you get accepted, right? All right. I think that's it. That's the show.
We can't leave yet.
Why not? I'm ready to go eat. It's lunchtime, Little C.
But wait, it's time for everyone's favorite reason to listen to this show. Holy Bookworm's Joke of the Week.
What do you call a rabbit with fleas?
Bugs Bunny.
That's actually kind of funny. And no, we don't hold any rights to Bugs Bunny, any of that. Warner Brothers.
This is illegal. This is illegal.
Is it Warner Brothers, I think?
I think so.
Anyways.
Wait,
yes.
please don't sue us.
Right.
Thanks.
That is a fun joke, though. All right. Make sure you subscribe. That is our only way we get financial support, which is very limited. I'm just going to be honest here. We have one subscriber at the moment.
Is it
One.
UBS?
It's not me.
And it's not me. I can't afford that.
99 cents. That's it.
I can't.
Right? A month. And we give you plenty of shows, I think, plenty of content. So if you're enjoying that and you're able, I'm not saying you have to.
If you want more of our voices in your head.
Seriously. And we try to, I don't want people just to give me money and not give back to them something.
So we give you very little back.
Even though I'm giving plenty of content with our normal show, we do give back. We let you go ahead and listen to all those early shows.
Oh, no.
That
not
aren't
the early shows.
But the first 49 episodes, you get access to those. And we have another show we've done several episodes of, the After Hours show, where it's just you and I chit-chatting, right? Kind of like the past week stuff. It could be about anything. And we've had guests on there. We even had Aaron Lewis on there, amongst some other guests. And so it's worth it to, I would think if I was a listener, I definitely want to be a subscriber. 99 cents a month. Go to our website. Check that out. theblockpartymc.com.
And subscribe now to get the exact same content, but I'm saying now because it's cool.
There you go. Thanks.
That was not good. No, you got to do the commercial, like the commercial voice, like subscribe now to get an exclusive content that we're still giving away, even if it's not right now.
There you go. Thanks.
There you go.
All right.
Do you have thoughts or questions? Because
I definitely don't.
Because I don't. But maybe you guys listeners, maybe you're smarter than us. Maybe your brain actually functions and you can think of some questions or some thoughts. Well, you can reach us on Discord or at contact@theblockpartymc.com, or as some of our smart listeners have found, there's a contact form on the website. I didn't even know there was a contact form.
Well, now you do.
So now I do.
And thank you all for listening. Really do appreciate it. I know it sounds like I really just ask them for money. We're really not. We've been doing this with one subscriber for a while. We're definitely not making money off of this. But thank you very much for listening and supporting us and giving us content, right? You guys, not so much this week. The questions were good. Make sure you get your comments in.
We're not good at
all right.
making content.
I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my lunch.
And I'm Little C. Bye. I am hungry.
It is about time for that.